Buying a monitor should be simple, but with so many sizes, resolution, color specs, refresh rate, and panel types, it's easy to get lost fast. If you want a clear explanation that helps you choose, let's begin. Monitors, a simple word, but behind it, a world of confusion. And the truth is, there is no perfect monitor. The best monitor depends on what you actually do. Gaming, editing, school, work, and also your budget. In this video, I'll explain everything step by step, just like we are talking together. And by the end, you will know exactly which monitor fits your work, your games, your laptop, your eyes, and your budget. If you're ready, let's begin. A monitor is nothing more than a window into a digital world. Everything you do, browsing, editing, gaming, movies, happens through that window. But not every window is the same. Some are small, some are wide, some are sharp, some are blurry, some are smooth, and some are slow. This already creates our first differences. Let's start with size. 24-inch shows less. A 27-inch or 32-inch shows more. Simple. Going from 24 to 27-inch gives you around 25% more screen space, which is a big jump. Ultrawide monitors gives you around 30% more horizontal space, which is amazing for multitasking. A 49-inch super ultra wide is basically like having two 27-inch monitors side by side without the middle bezel. If your desk is small, stay between 24 and 27 inches. If you want more space for editing, multitasking, or movies, a 32-inch or an ultra-wide monitor feels great. And remember, you should sit about an arm's length away from your screen. If your desk is too shallow, a huge screen can overwhelm you. Also, think about ergonomics. Does the monitor let you raise it up, tilt it, rotate it? Some monitors even turn vertically into portrait mode, which is great for coding, reading long pages, or editing vertical content. Now let's talk about sharpness resolution. Resolution is how detailed and sharp the image looks. Imagine a painting made of tiny dots. More dots equals clearer picture. But here's what many people forget. Resolution affects your workspace too. 1080p is like a small desk. 1440p is like a medium desk. 4K is a big wide desk. 5K is a super clean desk with even more space. 6K is a giant professional work table for high-end creators. 8K exists, but it's extremely rare and it's unnecessary for almost everyone. One warning, your PC must be powerful enough to run the resolution you choose. If your game runs at 1080p, your 4K monitor won't magically show 4K quality. Match your resolution to your PC. For PC gaming, 1080p or 1440p is usually the best. For PS5 and Xbox X, 4K at 60 FPS makes more sense because most console games target that. Now let's talk about PPI, pixels per inch. Higher PPI means sharper images. Lower PPI means you start seeing the pixels. A 27-inch 1080p monitor has low PPI and can look blurry. A 27-inch 1440p or 4K monitor looks much sharper. Some people notice low PPI more than others. It depends on your eyes. Now let's talk about smoothness, refresh rate. Refresh rate is how many times the screen refreshes per second. Imagine flipping a book. Flip slowly, it looks choppy. Flip fast, it looks smooth. 60 Hz is fine for everyday use. 120 Hz, 144 Hz, and 240 Hz feels much smoother. Not just for gaming, but also for scrolling, editing, and everyday work. But remember this, a 240 Hz is useless if your PC can only produce 90 FPS. You will only see 90 FPS, not 240. Before buying a new monitor, use an FPS counter to see how many frames your PC can produce. Now let's talk about response time and input lag. Response time shows how fast pixels can show color. 0.5 millisecond, 1 millisecond, 4 millisecond, slower is better. If your response time is slow, ghosting happens. A blurry tray behind objects. Input lag is the delay between moving your mouse and the screen reacting. Manufacturers don't always list this, and some 1 millisecond claims are marketing based on extreme settings. Always check reviews. Next, panel types: IPS, TN, VA, Mini LED, OLED, and QD-OLED. IPS has the best color accuracy and viewing angles. Great for editing, design, and everyday use. If you work with colors, pay attention to this. Color depth: 8-bit, 10-bit. 8-bit equals 60 million colors. 10-bit equals 1 billion colors. 8-bit FRC equals simulated 10-bit. Color gamut: sRGB, DCI-P3, NTSC. Values like 95% DCI-P3 or 100% sRGB means rich colors. Contrast ratio: 1000:1, 3000:1. Higher contrast means deeper blacks and better detail. Now, TN panels. TN has the worst colors and viewing angles, but the best speed. It usually offers the best refresh rate and lowest response time at the lowest price. This is why TN is often used for competitive gaming. VA panels sit between TN and IPS. Better contrast than IPS, better colors than TN, but slow response time which can cause ghosting. So VA is great for movies and general use, but not ideal for competitive gaming. Now, Mini LED. Mini LED is still an LCD screen, but with hundreds or thousands of tiny dimming zones. More zones equals better HDR and deeper contrast. This is great for bright rooms, HDR gaming, and pro work. Now, OLED. OLED pixels light themselves, so blacks are perfectly black. Amazing contrast, amazing viewing angles. QD-OLED is an upgraded version of OLED. It has quantum dots, which makes colors more brighter and more vibrant. It's one of the best looking panel types available right now. Now, let's talk about screen size for gaming. For competitive games like Valorant or CSGO, I do not recommend going above 24 inches. Larger screen forces you to move your head more and you will lose focus. Most professional players use 24-inch monitors for a reason. For story games, open world games, or editing, 27 or 32-inch looks amazing. Now, adaptive sync, FreeSync, and G-Sync. If your monitor and GPU are not synchronized, you'll get screen tearing and shattering. FreeSync works with AMD and some NVIDIA cards. G-Sync works with NVIDIA and performs better at low FPS. Both are important for smooth gameplay. Now, HDR, high dynamic range. HDR makes black darker and whites brighter and colors more vivid. But not all HDR is the same. HDR 400 is very basic. HDR 500 and above is noticeably better. HDR 1000 is excellent for games and movies. OLED displays can also have true black HDR certification. Now, cables and ports. HDMI 1.4 is old. HDMI 2.0 handles 1440p. HDMI 2.1 handles 4K at high refresh rate. DisplayPort is usually best for PC gaming. If you use a laptop, look for a Type-C or a Thunderbolt. These ports can charge your laptop, send video, and act like a dog, all with one cable. Now, smart monitors. Some monitors comes with inbuilt apps, screen mirroring, AirPlay, and even a remote control. This is great if you want something that doubles as a mini TV or a streaming device without connecting a PC. Now, defects. Monitors can have dead pixels. One dead pixel can become 2 or more. If you see dead pixels, return the monitor immediately. Also, check the brand warranty. Some brands replace 40 units faster and offer longer coverage. Before buying, research whether the model has chronic issues. Check forums, user comments, and reviews. It saves a lot of frustration. Now that you understand everything, you might wonder which monitor to buy. To keep this video short, I have placed a full list of recommended monitors in the description below, organized by use case, resolution, budget, gaming level, and editing needs. Check it out when you are done watching. If I were buying my first monitor, I would choose a 27-inch 140p monitor. If I were editing videos or photos, I would choose a 4K or 5K monitor with high color accuracy. And if I wanted maximum workspace, an ultra-wide or a 5K monitor. So now the question is, which one is right for you? Let me know in the comments. Tell me your laptop or PC specs and your budget, and I'll help you choose the perfect monitor. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It took so much time to get this video done, so it helps a lot to help people know that this video is valuable. Stay sharp until the next video. Take care and bye for now.